Hey everyone, I've got a few books back from CGC. Just had to share those with you real quick. Not a long video today, it's just, I don't know, 5-6 books. Some of them are mine, some of them are not mine. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, not my book. Oh, only one is my book, so I'll save that one for last. You're not gonna believe the book that I got. So let me get them unboxed. Let's take a look. All right, I've got them unboxed. Let's go ahead and just take a look. This first one here is a custom label, Amazing Spider-Man number 73. I actually have it as a 8.5. I actually think it has a solid chance of 9.0, but unfortunately, we only got the 8.0. And I think that's a little bit harsh, so I'm not sure why. I'll have to check the grader's notes. I probably already looked at them. And by the way, I know the grades on all of these. Beautiful custom label, but that looks much better than an 8.0 to me. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'll have to check, obviously, like I said, the grader's notes. So that's really strange. So, I mean, there's 3 books in that submission. So hopefully that's not a precursor of things to come on that front. So the next one is an Avengers number 92. And I actually have this one as a 9.4. So let's just see. All right, and we got 8.0 on that one. So yeah, I don't know what's going on, why we're getting 8.0 when we're expecting 9.4. Once again, that's just a case of checking grader's notes and seeing what's going on. But as you can see, presents like a 9.4 to me. So yeah, once again, that is a little bit extreme on the wrong direction. So we'll have to just see what's going on. Obviously, it's not all good times around here all the time. So I don't know, that could be a grader mistake. He gave 8.0 to one and just accidentally gave 8.0 to the other one. So, I mean, it's just crazy to think. I'm conservative, so if I'm saying 9.4, I'm expecting 9.4, 9.6, right? So something's going on there, and maybe I just missed something. You never know. All right, the last one, though, in this submission, I have it as a solid 9.6. Avengers number 78. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous copy. Maybe one of the nicest books from this era I've ever seen. This is like July of 1970. Hard to find books of this vintage and this high of grade. So yeah, same grader as the other two, keep that in mind. But he gave this one a 9.8, so you think harsh, but then he gives a 9.8. So I don't know, man. And white pages too, so yeah, it's even got that date stamp on the back, which I thought could make it just be a 9.6, but it's every bit of a 9.8 otherwise. I mean, just absolutely beautiful copy of this book. Look how white that is. It's just completely perfect, flat, hardly a flaw on that book. Okay, now I got a couple of very, very big books here. First one is not my book, but is a giant size X-Men number 1. Everybody knows this book very well, I'm sure. So I actually got this in from the owner of this book as a 9.4. You know, I thought sitting in the slab, it looked like it had really, really good chance of 9.6. Unfortunately, when we cracked it, there was a defect on here. There's like a crease right here that I could not see sitting inside the slab, and actually I cannot see it right now. But it's there. So I thought 9.6 was a little bit iffy, but I still think it is in the realm of possibility, or was. The only other thing was a dent right here in the middle of the spine, which I cleaned up substantially. Probably cleaned that up 60-70%, but it was a dent, so it's hard to do much with that. So I pushed in the spine just a little bit, flattened that out. Looks a lot better, but that is mostly bindery, I think, anyway. So I really, really, really think this has a chance of 9.6, but unfortunately, 9.4. But yeah, beautiful copy. Certainly 9.4 is nothing to shake a stick at on this book right here. Okay, last but not least is my copy of the same exact book, Giant Size X-Men number 1 again. Now, there's a little story on this one. I got it at an auction, and I got into a little bit of a bidding war with someone because this book looks so perfect. Really, all I could see as a defect was soiling on the back. It had some pretty moderate soiling, especially along the spine area. And there was like a reddish, orangish reddish tint on the lower staple area. And the grader note said something about water stain, but it didn't look like a water stain to me. But sure enough, I got the book in, And it was not a water stain. It was like clay or something, and literally came off in 5 seconds. I was able to clean the back of this book probably in 20 minutes. Took my time, obviously. I didn't want to make any errors or mistakes on this one. So very carefully cleaned the back. Other than that, I pressed it. 1 round of repairs, pressed it again. Literally just easy. No substantial work done to this book. It was just basic stuff. But I was so confident when I bought this book that it was going to get 9.8 that I just sprang for the money. I'm probably all into this book, $7,500, which, you know, fair market value of a 9.4, which is what I bought it as, was around $5,500. So, you know, shipping, fees, all stuff, bidding war, all that stuff. But apparently somebody else saw the potential of this book. So you buy the book, right? You don't buy the grade. So I would have bought this as a 9.6 for whatever that is, 9,000. So getting it for 7,500 or whatever actually is a great deal, in my opinion. A steal on this book that had a greater error in the first place, calling that a water stain, because I'm pretty sure just with soiling, should have at least been a 9.6. So I have a really good feeling. You know why? Because at 3 o'clock in the morning, I wasn't up, but when I woke up the next morning, CGC did a upcharge on this book for something like $700. And so yeah, I paid to grade this book for $700. If you do the math, they think this book is worth around $20,000 or so. So that would be a 9.8, right? So I'm fully expecting this to be 9.8. Yes, thrilled to have this. So, you know, I'll most likely be able to get 20,000 plus for this book. You know, after fees and everything, I'll probably actually get about 20,000 out of it. So I'm going to make $12,000 on this book. So yeah, we will be excited about that. It's a big risk when you buy a book for that much money. If it doesn't pan out, man, all the fees and everything can eat you alive. So it is a pretty big gamble. That's a large chunk of money for me to be spending. For me to spend that much money, basically a car amount of money on a comic would have been completely unthinkable even 2 years ago. So we've come a long way on this channel to be able to go from just working on $100 books, $50 books, $10 books, dollar books in the beginning, just to learn how to do this, all the way to getting a Grail like this one. This one got the beautiful white pages, and it looks as good as that 9.9 that was graded. No doubt about it. The only thing it really has going against it is maybe a little bit of that bindery color loss right here on a staple, which, you know, the 9.9 had that as well. Other than that, man, sharpest corners in the world. Perfect spine for a square bound, which they're never perfect. Perfect inking. Centering's good. I mean, it's everything you would ever want and almost a near perfect copy of this book. So if you want to learn how to do something like this, obviously go to my website, improvecollecting.com. I have a community where we collaborate to learn to clean and press comic books and buy and sell comic books, do the whole process better. So yeah, conserving these books for future generations is kind of what it's all about when you're dealing with high grade books like this. Oh, so let's go ahead and do that giveaway that I promised a couple weeks ago. Transformers 21, the Mike Spicer color variant. I'm not going to do it right now, pick somebody, but I'll do that while I'm editing this video. So the 2 winners of these books will pop up on the screen. Just email me, improvecollecting@gmail.com, and we'll do a verification process so that I know you are who you say you are. No big deal. It's very simple, and yeah, ship this out to you. So thanks everybody for participating in that giveaway, and congratulations to the 2 winners of the books here. So that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Stay nerdy. I'll see you in the next video.